Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show here at the ABV Barrel Shop where we're sitting at the tasting bar getting ready to try some Brothers Bond rye whiskey, easy to say. My name's Steve Eckley, joined by Darren McCroy. What's up, man?
Nothing. What's up with you, Steve?
Not much, buddy. So yeah, we've got this here new product from them. It comes in at 95 proof. And we'll be interested to check this one out. Brothers Bond is a brand that obviously is coming on very strong. Falls under the celebrity brand, but doesn't fall under many of the traps that celebrity brands fall under, right?
It's definitely one of the best celebrity brands out there.
Yeah. It certainly has some big names behind it, but that doesn't mean that they just mail it in or slap their name on it. These guys are actively involved in the whiskey business and, thoroughly engaged, which is nice to see. So nothing wrong with a celebrity owning a brand. I just don't like being personally fooled into buying a bottle that, again, it's just end up being bad whiskey that you're paying the premium for the name, and I don't think these guys are doing that at all. So fun stuff. We'll try this one. Should be good. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Darren, you said there's something you want to talk about, though. What is that, sir?
So we have recently gotten dark arts in here at the ABV Barrel Shop.
Yes, we have.
And I'm going to call it a new age label because it's not like your classic bourbon labels.
Correct.
And they do a fantastic job with their labeling and everything like that. Who else in the industry is doing a fantastic job with with a different approach to the labeling process?
Okay, different approach labeling.
I asked this question and I didn't have an answer ready in my head.
Oh God, it's usually the person who asks has an answer ready.
Yeah.
I mean, Dark Arts is unique, and it carries through everything that they do. Even McCulley as a person. I mean, he's tatted up and got all these kind of tattoos that go with that. They've got signs where you do the barrel picks and stuff like that. He was in New Orleans. He was shopping in New Orleans because when you're talking about a city, where Dark Arts, that type of thing, voodoo shops and all that. He was going to those type of places, getting memorabilia for his brand, which is kind of cool. And they definitely have a different approach to what they do. And what's so neat about them is it carries through not only in the look of the company, the branding that they do, over onto their owner in McCulley, and even the boxes. You talked about the labels, but the boxes are cool.
Yeah.
The boxes have this kind of wizardy looking guy, or like a monk that would make beer,
like
something.
an apothecary type looking dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very, very interesting. In terms of anybody else doing that sort of dedication to the labels, I don't know. Do you got anybody?
So they might fall in old school, but I love every time Yellowstone comes out with a new product. Their labels are gorgeous. And they do something different with each one, but they all fit together really nicely on a shelf. I think Yellowstone is one that's
all Steve Beam. He's a genius at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
he overvamped that. Obviously, buying Yellowstone, there was an existing label, and he didn't stray so far from the path that you don't recognize it.
Yeah.
He just enhanced it. I mean, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Another one that I know we've talked about before is Hemingway Rye.
Yeah.
Their labels are neat, like with the typewriter keys, and it just is a
good
different look.
Homage to Hemingway himself, obviously working off a typewriter, which is very cool.
And they don't have any paper on their label, so I'd say that's pretty new age. It's either all imprinted on there or the raised keys. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, locally, for his 5-year release, it's still 630. Dave does a good job because he does etched bottles.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you talk about a craft distillery, and for single barrels, it's pretty cool. It's and he's done that for years now, so that's pretty awesome. Horse and Jockey, just label wise, is cool. I like the look of the old time feel that it gives.
Yeah.
Buzzard's Roost, again, the labeling itself is awesome. How they state what the product is gets a little confusing to me. So, and again, they've changed it from kind of being a banner to being in a box, and they kind of all start looking alike. Whereas the old banner style, which was their old look, carries over better. So I'm hoping they're going out to that. Like the American whiskey came out, it's got a banner on it. It's easy to see. Mm-hmm. The Bottle and Bond has a banner, so maybe they're going back to that.
All right, no, Bottle and Bond's a box, I believe.
Is it? Son of a bitch! You just ruined my day. I was having a pretty damn good day up until that point.
Another one to mention is Lionheart. With their new labels that they just came out with, they're eye-catching.
Yeah. 291 has a very distinct look. Again, he wants the look of expensive, elegant, a notch above. And if you think about it, the labels will certainly convey that a little bit. But the bottle, that thin bottle, very unique, top-heavy. I mean, it's very low-base, top-heavy. And then the fact that he puts a cork on there, and then puts a champagne wire around it too, which he doesn't even need. I guess he tested that, and none of the corks popped out or anything, but he puts that on there just for a look.
Yeah. And then Art of the Spirits. I think we wouldn't be doing this small talk justice if we didn't mention the greatness that is Art of the Spirits labels.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Every single one of them is just cool.
Yeah. Almost forgot them, but yeah, that's a really good one because the military themes and the pinup art and the fact it's Harley Davidson artist. I mean, I think that's pretty cool for sure. All right, let's do a cork pop here. We got a full size bottle from Brothers Bond. Let's see what this cork pop sounds like. Wow! I should have saved that and taken it on a show. That's a winner right there.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Jeez. Are you okay?
Yeah, my ears are still adjusting.
Okay.
I went hiking yesterday.
Yeah.
And, the cicadas weren't bad most of the time because I'm giving everyone a cicada update. But I went into this one, sunny grove. All of a sudden, I couldn't hear a thing. I had to cover my ears while I got through it. It was so loud in this one area. It literally hurt.
Really?
That's kind of similar to what that cork pop just said.
Were they jumping on you as you're walking around?
No, not really.
I had one jump on me yesterday. I'm unloading Dark Arts when it came in, and I feel something on me. I brush it off, and I'll be damned if it wasn't cicada. He landed on the floor, which is probably 15 feet inside the door. I punted him all the way out the goddamn door. It was a perfect kick. I mean, I nailed that son of a bitch, and he flew all the way out the door. I'm like, see you, buddy. Get the hell out. Yeah.
I also, Sunday, I think, I was just walking into a store, and it flew straight into my face and then screamed at me. It buzzed. It's so loud. I was like, hey, you flew into me. You don't have the right to yell at me. I was yelling at the cicada.
Yeah.
And he didn't listen.
Yeah.
And then I also heard a cicada. I've been calling him the defunct cicada. Instead of sounding like normal cicadas, he goes, It was like what his buzz sounded like. I was like, you're not going to spread your genetics calling like that.
We have a regular that says that this is his favorite when this happens because he has a ringing in his ears that is kind of the background noise of cicadas. Kind of drowns it out. That it becomes just normal. It's just so it offsets, and he says he loves it. He's going outside every night and just hanging out, drinking, and Nice. This is his time. When those things start dying, he's going to be very depressed.
Yeah.
So that's something I never would have thought about. Anybody who liked this noise. So yeah. It's kind of neat hearing them in the summertime to some degree, but when it gets as loud as they are now, it's just annoying to me.
Yeah.
And then I don't like getting hit by them either. Like I said, I love the fact I kicked that one right
out the door. Yeah, that's impressive.
It was awesome. It was very satisfying.
Yeah. And the cicada probably didn't even know what happened. He was probably like, okay.
Yeah, those things.
They're so dumb.
They are. So, yeah. All right, we're going to give this thing a pour. And what we'll do next, we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to have Darren telling you about this whiskey, what's going on with it. And then we're going to taste it live on the show. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
Hello, this is Matt Rainey, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily. One day when I grow up, I'm going to grow a big boy beard, just like Colonel Steve.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is Steve and Darren. We're here at the ABV Barrel Shop, sitting at the tasting bar, and we are getting ready to try some Brothers Bond rye whiskey. And what's going on with this thing?
So this is a limited batch product that they will put out 2 to 3 times a year.
Okay.
This is a blend of different rye mash bills.
Okay.
To create a 4-grain rye small batch blend. And it's coming in at 95 proof. It is 77% rye, 16% corn, 7% malted barley.
I thought it was different rye mash bills. Is that...
That's the final
the
mash
combined.
bill.
The combined. I never saw anybody do that. I think, usually it's just,
different, right? Yeah.
Right, yeah. I guess that's one way you can do it if you're good at math. Neither you or I could do that because
nope.
It involves, because you got to then
Excel sheet.
Take the percentage that's in there versus what the mash bill is, and then calculate it. It's not a simple, easy math for sure.
It's probably stoichiometry.
Now, again, I don't know what their hands-on level is, but you see online, Ian's doing some of these blends. Whether or not he's doing the blending full time, whether he's I don't know. But on their social media, he's doing the blend stuff now,
which is awesome.
Yeah,
being that hands-on.
I mean, yeah. You think about if you and I have a whiskey company, we want to be doing that. That's the kind of stuff we want to be doing. So
yeah.
Well, let's see what we got here.
It's 4 years old. The barrel heads are char 2, and the barrel staves are deep char 4.
All right, I like. See, this shows some dedication. It's great on the nose for sure. All right, let's give it a taste. Let's see what we got here. Moment of truth.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good whiskey.
Easy drinking, nice summer day.
Yeah.
sit there and enjoy a couple glasses of this one.
Yeah, it's got a nice layer of flavors. That's what you're looking for. So you can pick out different tasting notes and pull a lot from this one. It's good. It's really good. So, do you know the price on this? I have no idea.
I did not look it up this time. But I did notice, like, there's little saying.
Yeah.
It's time to bond. And I think that's a great play on their name, play on...
Yeah.
What you can do around a whiskey bottle, right?
Do you feel like Steinkamp made that up for him?
Yeah. Or Steinkamp copied it for him?
Invest in good times.
Yeah.
It's a Steinkamp. It feels very Steinkampish. Yeah. Are you looking that up?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
He's looking up the price now. We'll see what this is. We're not sure. Let me see if there's anything else on here. It has a hang tag on here, so if you're into that.
So it is copper column. It is on a column still because it's sourced.
Yep.
That makes sense. $46. It looks like
$46. That's not bad. We're giving back a portion of sales from every bottle sold to support regenerative agriculture. That is their oath to the earth. That's pretty cool. This is a 4-grain small batch. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. It's a founder's limited release. So it does sound like Ian was involved in this one as the founder. So, yeah.
And I believe Tim said that the other day on the Bourbon Daily when we were talking about Ian, said that he had a blend that just came out.
Well, yeah, he's in love with Ian. So,
yeah, I'm going to trust Tim's word on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim is so in love with Ian. It's unbelievable. Ian is probably like, God, I wish that guy would use my phone number.
Yeah.
Man.
One of these days, I'm just going to stop answering.
Right. I'd love to change my phone number, but then I've got all these other friends that have that number. But, man, he's like, man, I wish I could block that swat.
One more thing. So they're tasting notes. And sometimes companies will go a little overboard with their tasting notes on these things. Here? But I agree with these. Candy, dry fruits, caramel, ripe pineapple, and vanilla ice cream. Mm-hmm. Mint, rose petals, and aromatic grapes, cinnamon, and brown sugar. Yeah. You definitely get like the spices and the fruit.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. So there you go. There is a little bit about Brothers Bond, their new rye whiskey, and pretty cool stuff. Yeah. And check it out. Buy a bottle for yourself. These guys are the real deal. They're not celebrity brands. They're not slapping their names on bottles. They look like they're killing it. So having a good time with it too, which is very cool. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. You never know what we're going to have here. Maybe one day we'll get a barrel pick from the Brothers Vaughn guys.
That'd be awesome.
We'll see. They gotta be there with us, though. We're not going to go pick that without them. So, yeah, because we want to put stuff on social media. We cared about them when no one else did. Don't forget that, guys. If you're listening to this, don't forget that. We remember, you remember who got you there. So, we'd be willing to do that if they could get involved. That would be a cool thing for sure. Please, if you want to get involved in the show, there's a couple things you can do. Number one, give us a review with comments. That helps new people find the show. Last time I checked, new people listen to the show is pretty darn important to us, so we'd appreciate that. And if you want to get involved in the show directly, head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network. On that note, that's it for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.